Hey everyone, so here is take two. We're going to talk today about unique venues to hold your conference or retreat. I'm going to bring Alice on here with me. So we had a few technical difficulties. Apparently, you cannot actually have, oh, sorry, you can't have someone actually join your video from your computer, only from your phone. So much for trying out my new webcam. And then the other thing that we had an issue with is my phone simply will not allow me to um, have the video be horizontal today. So, hi Alice, how are you? So I'm basically
Um,
holding my phone.
well, this is what we love about technology, right? We just have to roll with it sometimes.
Yep.
So
Yeah. So that's what we're doing today.
we're just rolling with it today, just so we can talk to our audience a little bit about a live event and what transpires with a live event, where you can get your venue, right? You don't have to do
Yeah.
normal. So yeah,
Yeah, so I'm super excited about this today because I think one of the things that people look for when they want to attend a conference or go to a retreat is a unique location. And I think a lot of people, we kind of touched on this last week, or that a lot of people, they're like, okay, we've got to go to the ocean, which is great, but definitely there are some other really cool places and cool types of venues that you can offer your audience. So I think that's a fun topic, and we're going to touch on that
yeah,
today.
definitely. Yep. So we're going to talk about if you are looking to do like your first live event or even just more intimate, like a workshop or a retreat. We've done lots of fun retreats. So I do really use like Airbnb a lot and I love them. If you are looking to just dip your toes in the water, if you will, and just want to test like retreats out and how it is, then I really suggest like an Airbnb over a hotel because it's just so much more intimate. It's like the magic happens just when you're there all together, and really like masterminding happens really around the meal table. And so that's one of my funnest places is in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I've done quite a few, three of them there in the Outer Banks. They have really been fun. They have these huge houses now down there that have 22 and 24 bedrooms. So fun.
Wow.
They're all suites. They're all like king suites with their own bathrooms. So it's amazing when you get, especially just to mastermind and get a lot of women together and just have like a working retreat. It's amazing. And
Yeah, and I think to add to that, sometimes a good alternative to a hotel is a bed and breakfast too, because they tend to be smaller and they'll rent it out and not require as many things. But I think the Airbnb is a really good option.
yeah,
Now, Outer Banks is a really cool location. And I know we talked last week about airport convenience,
right.
but Alice and I had chatted, and she said, that's not really a deterrent when you're doing a retreat. So if you find something that's a little bit out of the way, when people are going away for a weekend retreat, it really doesn't matter to them as much as it might with a very large conference.
Right, yeah. Especially with you, if you put them by a body of water, it's like it gives them a little water therapy, ocean therapy. You hear the waves crashing, and it just brings a whole other element into it. And, then we have chefs that come in that are absolutely amazing, caterers. And then if you just want to treat your lady after you guys have worked a long day, then we have actually masseuses that come in. They'll do massages. We have yoga people that come if
Ooh,
you
yes.
know you need to relax before you get into your work. So yeah, retreats with Airbnbs are so fun. Hotels are
Yeah, you can really customize it, sounds like. Like you can bring a lot in for probably on a better budget than you would be able to do at a hotel.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You can customize them for sure. So that's probably one of the better places. I think, another location that would really be nice is Savannah or Charleston as well. They have the water there in those locations, and it's a relaxed atmosphere, but and that's pretty convenient too. A lot of people actually can drive that. I'm not even sure the airport that's closest to. I guess it would be Atlanta.
Yeah, I love Savannah. It's such a great location to do something like this because you've got a little bit of a village atmosphere. You can walk around. There's a lot to do, and then you have the water, and you have the history, and just everything is there. I really do. I love Savannah. Um, so it really any crowd that you would want, Savannah's kind of a place that you can go.
Hmm.
I went to a conference last year in Kansas City, and I was amazed and just so excited about Kansas City. I was like completely blown away because they have such a cool thing going there too. And they, I don't know if anyone watching has ever been to Kansas City. Their airport is like the worst airport. You get off the plane and you're like trapped in this little room, and you're like, where do I go? But they're putting in like millions of dollars into a new airport. So that'll solve that problem. And then what they kind of have going on there is like they have like different
Yeah.
sections, the town. It's like over here is where you can go see some museums and art, and then over here is where you can go shopping. Here's your restaurant and nightlife, and it's just a very cool, very cultural city, and
Hmm.
a lot going on
I
there.
think, again, like we talked about before, it really depends on your audience. One of the girls
Hmm.
that came to my last retreat, she is holding a retreat in Phoenix, Arizona, and she's doing it like on a farm in this huge Airbnb. It sounds so fun. And she has 11 women coming to that. It's a working businesswoman's retreat. So, they'll just work their business all day long and then they'll go out hiking. And she has a lot of fun things planned. So, Phoenix, Arizona is, this time of year it's getting to be pretty nice in Arizona. I don't know if I'd want to be there when it's 120 degrees, but
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned Phoenix because that was one of the places that I wanted to bring up was Mesa, Arizona. Arizona is really cool when it
Mhm.
comes to like the farm
Yeah,
stuff. And Mesa, it's right outside of Phoenix, and it's got a lot of agritourism,
yeah,
and they have this fresh foodie tour, and it's basically all of these farms that were Mesa was really instrumental, I guess, in the farm to table movement. And so all of these farms you can visit and you can see how they make what they make, and then you can try their things, and it was just such a cool experience. And they had like an optional activity of a dinner down the orchard, and it was at the place was called Schneff Farms, and they did this beautiful cocktail hour on the green, and then you were actually dining this whole farm to table meal in the middle of the orchard, and it was all lit up, and it was January, so it was a little cold, but they had heaters and served us wine. It was a beautiful, beautiful experience. And
that sounds
yeah,
amazing. Yes.
it was really cool. And so there's lots to do in these cities, especially when you get to know the area. There's so many cool things for retreats.
Exactly. And then if somebody's feeling very, very adventurous, even out of the country in Tuscany, Italy, they have these amazing villas that you can rent and they come with their own chefs all weekend as well. And that is a really, really cool location too. So it all depends on,
That's
just
amazing.
customizing to your audience. That's of course what we love to do is, digging in with our clients. It's like, what are you looking for? We can customize anything. We can put the location that matches what you're looking for with your clients. And so that's the fun part.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it's really fun to research the different areas. And, when you're starting out and doing your first couple retreats, you might opt for something like, what was one other place I wanted to mention was Sioux Falls. Like they're doing a lot now and they're building up. And so, they're willing to help you and help you get people there and kind of add to your activities, the tourism board down there, but over there. And that's, an option if you're starting out. But then when you start to get bigger and you start to get that regular clientele, it's amazing some of the locations you can get to
Right.
and still make it work for everyone's budget and
Yeah,
everything. So,
exactly. So what are we going to be talking to them next Monday on our coffee chat, which we will be back at 10 a.m. next Monday. It's Columbus Day today, so had a little talk given today. That's why we're a little bit off our schedule
yeah, how
today.
did that go? We should all say congratulations to Alice because she was on stage today.
So we will be back tomorrow, next Monday at 10 o'clock with our regular coffee chat, talking, all about event planning and really where does your budget fall and what is it looking like and putting all the pieces together, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, we could definitely do a budget discussion. Couple So coming up, basically, the ideas that we've discussed, we want to talk to you guys about budgets. We want to talk about some of the oops, what's gone wrong kind of things with
Huh?
events that we've done or other events that we've been to. And I definitely want to at some point talk about contracts, but that is such a big
Right.
discussion. So yeah, let's touch on budget next week. We'll give you guys some advice about the main components of what's going to make up your budget and how to kind of just some tips and tricks for sticking within your budget.
Yep. That'll be great.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys are looking for,
About that too.
what?
We have some good budget secrets too. This is actually going to be a good topic.
Right. That's why they come, because
Yep.
we have the budget secrets. Stretches it like elastic.
Exactly. All right. I'll let you get to your family.
Okay, everybody have a good night. We'll see you Monday at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Bye.